Hi, it's Elissa Weinzimmer, founder of Voice Body Connection, and it is time for another How to Warm Up video.
How to warm up.
In today's How to Warm Up video, we are going to do the very classic vocal warm-up exercise and use a straw. So now, the reason straws are so valuable is because they calibrate your airflow so that your vocal cords are getting an optimal level of air through them to create what's called full phonation. That's the fancy word for vibration that leads to a full voice. So here's how we use a straw. So what you're going to do is hum into the straw and try to get a sort of buzzing sensation through the straw like this. You'll actually feel the walls of the straw vibrate. If you blow too hard or too soft, that won't happen. And that's your diagnostic that you've got an optimal amount of airflow flowing through the straw, which means you've probably also got an optimal amount of airflow going through your vocal cords, which means you're creating full phonation in a free, easy way. Essentially what the straw does is it makes your whole vocal tract a little bit longer. The tube that the sound has to go through is lengthened by the straw. So let's try a couple vocal exercises with this. You'll go, and actually I heard a little bit of extra air coming through, so let me do that again. Helps you know that you don't need to push so much air through your vocal cords. And you can keep going, so on and so forth like that, doing any exercises that work for you. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, here's what you do. So you get a smaller straw. A cocktail-sized straw is pretty challenging for sending the airflow through without doing too much. The smaller the straw, the more challenging the exercise is, and the larger the straw, like let's say you get a smoothie or a boba straw, it'll be even easier. So if you want to start easier, do a bigger straw and then work your way to something this size. Now, why is this exercise so fabulous? It's really, really wonderful because it takes the pressure off and it lets you know, it's a diagnostic to let you know that you've got a good amount of airflow flowing through, that you're not doing too much, and it also reminds you that you've got a support from the guts of you, from your power source. If you look back in the How to Warm Up series at the breath support exercise, you want to really be sure that you're drawing in those low belly muscles, connecting all the way from low belly out through the straw. Fabulous, very good. So enjoy your straw exercise. I hope that this is helpful to you to practice with whatever size straw that you think is best for you. And I will see you in a future How to Warm Up video.
How to warm up.